Get on your ship right now, sir. Come on. Quickly. Right, come up here. Take that loot. Take it. Take the loot. Take it. Pick it up. Pick up the loot. Now sell it. Sell the loot. Sell it to the merchant. Tell you right now, boy, if you don't sell this loot, I'm gonna give you some more loot. You're gonna sell that. Sell it quickly. Sell it. Arr. Let this be a lesson. It'll be the last time you meddle with Captain Falcore. Now I shall disappear into the distance. Hang on, turn round. Turn round. Turn round. Turn round. Right. Wait a second. Wait a second. Stay there. Okay, turn back round again. Ah, I've disappeared.
Where are you?
Here. Have a rowboat. Take the rowboat. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! I am the most skilled pirate on these seas. Let it be known that you never tussle with the Captain Falcore once again. Aha! Ha. Oh God! Ah! No! Wait! 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 Hey peeps, Falcore here. So as the title of the video suggests, this video is surrounding the topic of crossplay within the Sea of Thieves. It's long been a request of the Xbox community and some of the PC community who prefer to play with a controller that there should be an option within the game to segregate the player base between those who use a controller and those who use keyboard and mouse. Although I can understand the need for this, my thoughts on this are somewhat shaded. Being a controller player does come with its disadvantages, that is for sure. Your turn speed and aiming precision will never be as good as a mouse and keyboard player. But that said, I have come up against controller users who have absolutely obliterated me in combat, and also come across keyboard and mouse users who can't shoot a megalodon at point blank range. It really all boils down to player skill. That said, however, an elite controller user versus an elite keyboard and mouse user will always determine the keyboard and mouse user coming out on top. But from an average combat perspective, with a player base using an array of control devices at unscalable skill levels, for the most part, it's pretty fair game. Now, I see a lot of Xbox players constantly complaining that they are getting wrecked by PC players with their vastly superior keyboard and mouse skills. But I am 100% certain that this is merely an excuse for anyone on Xbox to force blame onto their counterpart being a dirty keyboard and mouse user who clearly has a vast advantage over them, when in actual reality they were probably a controller user who at the end of the day was just better than they are. Anyway, those who have been praying for such a feature will be glad to hear that in a recent developer video it was announced that before the release of the arena, this option will be available in both adventure mode and arena mode, giving the user an option to either join an Xbox queue or a cross-play queue. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are rejoicing at such news and think from now on your PvP encounters will be plain sailing. But the fact remains, no matter which chosen device you use, there will always be a player or crew out there that will steal your loot, sink your ship, and shout memes over the microphone before you even have a chance to pull your anchor up. The main concern I have with this new feature is for the players who play on PC but prefer to use a controller. There is in fact a lot of them. I know over 20 people who play on the PC that prefer to use a controller, and I'm sure everyone watching this now know a few as well. If they implement this feature, it would only be fair to segregate the player base on chosen input device. So instead of an Xbox lobby and a crossplay lobby, it should be a controller lobby and a crossplay lobby. If they don't do this, they're going to have a proverbial tidal wave of complaints on their hands. Now, I can hear a lot of your internal dialogues right now. Well, maybe they should learn to adapt. That's a very narrow-minded perspective. People play the game how they wish. You have no power over that. Remain silent. Which now moves me on to my final point. As well as the release of the new segregated feature, they have also announced that Xbox will be getting keyboard and mouse support, which will essentially, in the eyes of the untrained, turn an Xbox player into a fully fledged PC player. This is a great feature and I'm totally behind this idea. However, what is to stop a player joining a lobby for controller users and then switching to mouse and keyboard mid-game to get an upper hand? I'm sure they've figured out a way to stop this from happening, but I do know there is hardware devices out there for very little money that fool an Xbox into thinking a controller is plugged in when in fact it's a mouse and keyboard. I would be interested to know how they're gonna stop this from happening. These are the sorts of things that the people at Sea of Thieves really need to think about before going forward with these changes. I'm sure they're brainstorming all this as we speak, but if it were up to me, I'd just make it so keyboard and mouse can be used on Xbox and leave it at that. You can pick up a nice keyboard and mouse for half the price of an Xbox controller, and it'll instantly put you on an even playing field with PC players. After some practice, of course. But for those of you thinking that this new feature will reduce griefing within the game or reduce the amount you sink or get attacked, it simply won't. Xbox lobbies and crossplay lobbies will have no significant impact at all on your gameplay, which makes me wonder, why are they even doing it? What's your thoughts on the subject? Leave your comments down below. As always, if you like the video, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you really like the video, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. And hell, click the bell so you're always informed of Sea of Thieves news updates and other random guff that I might upload. Until next time everybody, happy sailing, bye bye.